Hello and welcome to the Herd Summer Racing League. We are week 1 of Herd Summer Racing League and the course is Watopia's Figure 8. I've said before, I think this might be the perfect course for this format. I'm here with Sean Fogenberg and Chris Greenland, and what do you guys think?
Yeah, great course for this. 4 segments that all the points count for time through the segments. We've got the hilly reverse, sprint forward, hilly forward, and then sprint, or I guess it's sprint forward, the last one. And yeah, so 2/3 points for the time through those segments, and 1/3 of the points for your finishing time.
Yeah, I read this earlier, and it is a shock to the system to come back into segment-based racing after the Herd Winter Racing Series. It is a nightmare. So I disagree, Craig. It's terrible. I hate James for putting this on the schedule, and let's see how our racers go.
Okay, so I've got Ed Whedon of the Herd, who we're following right now for the D race, and he's looks like he's currently sitting in 4th. Looks like somewhere between 7 and 10 riders, and yeah, they're off. There do seem to be.
Yeah, we're back.
Go ahead.
We're back to staggered starts, right? So it's instead of the E-Pen, everybody starts together. We're back to DCB 5-minute staggered start. So that's part of the strategy on this, right? If you can get caught up by a quicker group as you're going through a segment, you can get a little tow, a little benefit. So yeah, D's are on their way, right?
D's are on their way. So yeah, let's talk about the format for anybody that doesn't know. So this is points racing. The points are given for the fastest time through the segment. The 4 segments, the 2 KOMs, and the 2 sprints, or the sprint in each direction. And that's the 50 points for first, down through to 1 point for 50th in for each one of those, and then 100 points for being first across the line at the end. And just that is, you get points for being the fastest through the segment, not the first across the line. So
yeah, so it's very much kind of game planning your effort and your bike choice and managing the route and figuring out if you want to go, all in on the creams or primes, depending on how you want to say it, versus playing the long game for GC and overall finishing position, and where you want to burn your matches if you have more than one match. I do not. So you want to burn your match on something.
I have definitely burned
all out.
Yeah, I have definitely burned all my matches on the first segment in this race before on this course.
That does not surprise me one bit, Craig.
Oh, how did the groups end up finishing in the earlier race? Did the A's catch the B's? Did the B's catch the main bunch of the C's?
So I was in the
I think we just lost Chris.
Sounds like it.
So I guess I'll check on Zwift Power. So it does look like the main group of C's finished first, then the B's.
Yep.
And yeah, it doesn't look like the A's caught the main B group at all. And the D's were scattered throughout. So there is quite a long, relatively tame section until we get to the very long 1% that and then the Red Bridge and into the Hilly KOM reverse. So they're going through Ocean Boulevard, and I think it does look like a group of 7 for the D's. So you'd love to see a few more people racing D, but they at least have a good group that are all sitting here together. So that's really kind of what you want for the points racing.
So my guess is that the group of people that were riding the Herd Winter Racing is mainly who is starting out this first week of HSRL, and I think that the D group was probably pretty small for people racing HWR, as those races are a all categories race, and those Ds get blown out pretty quickly. So it might be more and more people jumping into these D races as we go along throughout the series.
Okay, so the C race has started. So right now I've got Alan Chevel. I don't know. Do we want to watch somebody else there?
I was going to watch Philippe.
Okay. I will find Philippe. But that'll take a minute.
Looks like he's
they're
out at the
probably going to
front.
be pretty grouped up here for a little bit anyway.
He sprinted out of the pen and is about 20 meters ahead of everybody.
That sounds right. There we go.
Nice way to wake the legs up.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing there, but okay. Just a second while I try to get this going here. Whoa, that's enormous. Okay. Okay, here we go, and
As far as herd racers in the C group, it looks like we've got Alan Chevel racing, Lisa Jones, Philippe, Mark Perks, Michael Bowser, and John Tickton. So that's actually a pretty good set of riders in there.
that is a very good set of riders.
Yeah, that's a nice group.
All in the front group, which
Everybody in the front group right now.
Bowser has made a big jump in his fitness in the last few weeks.
Yeah, and I mean,
Omnium.
he's coming down from, or he's coming back from a pretty sizable time off, so you kind of expect it, but yeah, it's great to see. Okay, so I think the B's are just under 2 minutes to start. The D's are on the dirt, coming up into the marina, and yeah, the C's are bopping along down Ocean Boulevard.
That was one thing that, I mean, we just rode this, for those of us who rode the Omnium, we rode this on Sunday, and this was part of Tour of Watopia for those who are in on the double XP action. But I was surprised how much I forgot that there were multiple gravel sections on this. Gravel
Yeah.
and bridge, right? Rolling resistance goes up. So when you're racing it, it's a much different environment than kind of sitting in or just collecting XP or just waiting until the last 5K for a sprint to the line. So
If you haven't ridden it yet, just be mindful on those gravel / dirt / bridge / cobble sections, because the rolling resistance goes up. And there was a little bit of dumb stuff, small pushes, at least in our group.
Yeah, and
Dumb
I mean,
stuff in these.
gotta love the dumb stuff, but yeah, I guess I would say it's kind of the beauty of this format is that it doesn't pay to attack when you're not on a segment very much.
Right. I was going to say the dumb stuff gets very contained into specific areas on these rides relative to the HWR.
Yeah.
Assuming that they've read the rules. Right?
Assuming they have read the rules. I'll give you that.
And there's also just the overall, if somebody wants to soften everybody's legs, like you can do that on the short rises or the gravel bits or the bridges or the cobbles. So it's just something to pay attention to.
I think that the little kick into and out of the S's on the main steep bit is actually a really nice place to do some of that leg kicking. And actually, Philippe is doing that now, coming out of Ocean Boulevard.
Oh, good. Remy not to invite him. Let's see, who do we have here for the bees? The bees are away. So I see lots of people I'm used to racing, Ian Elston, and I think right now I'm looking at Tim. Where's Tim? Tim Maroon. I gotta say, I'm sorry, I don't know Tim very well, so yeah, I'm gonna have trouble picking stuff out. But we'll focus on Tim for now.
Nice, very strong rider. I rode with him a couple of times in ZRL. He's a great rider.
Oh, good.
These are they're rolling up to the reverse climb. There you are. Looked like it. The stream is running.
The stream is running. Okay. Okay, and off we go.
So the C's have just hit the start of the reverse KOM. A couple people playing the game in terms of how you get fastest through segment. We've got several people who started right at the back of the group and immediately surged into the front. And Craig, it looks like we've got some music playing over the.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. And just like, what's up with the music? I don't see the race.
Oh, I think the music might have just happened from when we lost it. Yeah, if somebody can tell us what you're seeing on YouTube, I'm desperately trying to get things back, so I don't know what you see now.
I've got the YouTube stream up, and it's just you sitting at the banner.
Okay. That makes sense.
I'll just so Philippe and Bowser and John Tickton are all attacking the beginning of this climb really hard. Philippe and Bowser have about 2 seconds on John, and several seconds on the rest of the group. It looks like the two of them will probably roll over the line together. I'm unless they back off and let the there's a group of 3-4 seconds back. Unless they let them back in, they should be taking the points on this one.
Yeah, it looks like Felipe is very much looking to take Bowser at the line here. But yeah, they've got 8 seconds on the group behind, and then another 8 seconds back to Lisa and Ellen.
You would hope the two of them work together at the front to keep that gap, but when it's already 8 or 9 seconds, they might start playing some games.
Felipe's helping a little bit here now, or is he just attacking? I don't know. Okay, so there we go. I've got the C's up, I think.
Yep, it's up.
And yeah, I'm gonna work on everything else now. So just for yeah, I lost everything.
Again?
No, just before. So I'm trying to bring back all of the copies of Zwift I was running.
Oh, they all died too. Great.
Yes. Oh no, I rebooted my computer.
Gotcha. Oh wow, Philippe, big attack. So they're still a few hundred meters from the finish, and Philippe's going a full 10 watt a kilo sprint. Bowser was able to follow for a second, but it looks like he's put a second into him.
Now Bowser's going.
Bowser's back. Back on his wheel.
Oh, this is
I don't know if he's got that extra kick at the end here.
Oh man, that was close. That is fast. 4:15 in the C's? Wow. Well done.
Trying to pull up. What did we do? So in the Omnium, it looks like we did about 430 something, with no points for it. So 4:15 makes some sense for a timed segment through there.
Yeah, I think on the final race, I think we were just under 4 in the B's.
I think that the strategy here has to be to sit up and wait for that next group, right?
Yeah, it looks like that's what Bowser's doing, but it looks like Felipe is
He's three seconds off the front.
yeah. 7 maybe?
Yeah, I think he's got it. That group is coming back with some speed. They're gonna just let them get back.
They should. I mean, it looks like Bowser's still got 5 or 6 seconds on the group, so.
So, sounds like the bees are just starting the climb. If you want to back
yeah,
over
I
to
can.
Tim.
I can see if I can find Tim. If not, I guess there's Eric. So yeah, I've got Eric Sedgwick there. We're going through. He's sitting in 14th and doing well.
Yeah, 6 seconds off the second group, it looks like.
Yeah. So that's
Ian and Dean.
Oh, so
Or
it
up
looks
in-
like was it Sam Atkinson, I think, and Alex Cooper off the front here. So these are absolutely overpowered B guys. I've raced them before. They are crazy to try and race against.
Ian is looking great. He's in that second group.
Yeah. And yeah, he's actually pushing the pace in that second group a little bit. Doing well.
Looks like Atkinson's going to go over the top first. Tim's pushing for the line here. Looks like he might go over fifth or sixth.
6th or
And
7th.
we'll see what the times look like.
Looks like they were. He's looking at 6th on the timing screen, I think. So good job.
And there you go. Yeah, a 3:56. So they were not sitting around either.
No. I mean, and actually, I'm surprised that those guys held it to a 350. I know they can go a lot faster than that. So we'll see whether they sit up and wait. I think they will. I think they both know the game. So I'm expecting that they'll sit up and wait a little bit here.
They are rapidly being caught up. They've got to push to make sure they don't get blown right out the back.
Those guys can catch back up. I wouldn't worry about them.
Yeah. It is amazing just how quickly you can lose a couple of seconds off the back of a group coming down that.
Yep.
In the Omnium race, somebody decided that they were going to do an attack over the banner and got a couple seconds on the bunch, who immediately caught and dispatched him, and we never saw him again.
Yep. I can see that happening. Okay. Who was I following in the C's?
Philippe or Bowser.
Philippe. There we go.
And they're, rolling through. This is good timing because they're just coming up on the last kick of the S's, heading into the sprint. Looks like everyone's keeping it kind of tame on this little kick. Looks like we may have lost Bowser somewhere.
Oh wow! I wonder if he had an issue or what. But
Philippe playing this smart, sprinting down into a group ahead over the top of this.
mm-hmm.
He's going to have a lot of speed heading into this.
Okay, so I think I'm going to try to jump this into the A's that we haven't checked in with yet. And it looks like the A's are on the climb. So Bruce Bortoff is sitting in 11th on the climb, it looks like, although I'm going to give that a second to settle because it's saying he's 11th of 10 right now.
Oh, looks like maybe Bowser has decided that he's going to ride this a little cagey, got dropped, but is latching on with the Bs right as he's going in through the S's.
Oh, yes, he is. I see him. I've got Tim up, and yeah, yep, that sounds like Bowser.
Really get a nice recovery after that climb, and then go through the sprint with a faster group.
And they might well catch up before the forward KOM too.
Yeah.
Okay, and
So let's see if this pays off for Bowser. He's coming through with the group.
oh, big sprint to the line from Bruce Bortoff.
Yeah, I think this is going to work out really well for Bowser. He's, what was the time? 3:49?
3:49 for Bruce. Yeah, I think the top was 3:36. So Bruce was well back, but he's in with a group.
And yeah, Bowser perfectly positioned for this sprint. I think he's going to end up getting a really great time for the C's.
Holy cow. Yeah, and I see Dean Peddle there as well. Now of Cryogen, but formerly Herd. Yeah, so
Excuse me, someone's knocking on my door.
So I'm seeing Tim actually get a fifth. So good job on Tim there. And yeah, it looks like the sprinters took a little bit back on Alex and Sam, I think it is, who ran away with 1 and 2 on the climb. So I do wish, and feature request to Zwift, that we could see the current points as we're going here, but yeah, that doesn't work.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great if Zwift worked like any other game?
Love to be able to see the score.
All right, yeah, Bowser's really Bowsering this hard. He's now off the back of the B group, and I would guess is going to sit up and wait for whatever the next group is. Probably that next group with Ian Elston and Eric Sedgwick.
Probably is. Actually, it looks like Ian's off the back of Ian's 3 seconds off the back of Eric right now. It looks like Eric has draft and Ian doesn't. So
Gotcha.
that's just coming out of the sprint though. So hard to say how that's gonna...
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
Bowser's gonna Bowser.
Bowser's gonna Bowser. I can't say I've never done that in these races either. It's it works, and well, it's how we play this game.
Yeah, it works especially if you're feeling like you've still got that short fitness, but the group might be pushing a little too hard for what you would like to sustain.
Yeah. Oh, very much so. Okay, so I am trying here to find myself someone in the D's. So right, I'm going to get a little distracted here.
Whedon is right in the group with the C's.
Oh, is he? Oh, he is. Yes, I see. There he is, right there. And actually, this is a mixed group of D's and C's.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Now this makes sense.
But where does this go next? I think they head right back down into Ocean Boulevard and then do...
They go through
climb.
Ocean Boulevard, then up the forward KOM.
Yeah. And Philippe attacking through the gravel.
Wow. Although it does look like Gordon Brost is off the front here by 20
Yeah,
seconds.
20 seconds up the road.
I don't know if Philippe is thinking he's going to bridge that or what, or just trying to get somebody to come with him. I don't know.
Yeah, it's I'm not sure how he got that gap. That's a big gap.
That's a huge gap. Wow.
Especially since he was not in the front going over the reverse KOM, so it must have been going through the sprint. He just hammered it and kept going.
Only thing I can think of. Yeah, I didn't see what happened there, but yeah, he's gone way off the front. Huh. Yeah, so right now it looks like Eric Sedgwick is sitting with I think it's Kittle from Sisu. They're 22 seconds to Bowser, 26 to Max Szymanski's group. So the group Bowser just dropped. Oh, it looks like somebody just came through those two, and Eric just did a little sprint to get back on. Don't know if the Sisu rider he was riding with is going to get back on or not. He's still fighting. I think he's there.
Ian is still a few seconds off the back, it looks like.
He's dropping further. He's so it's showing 12, but it's showing somebody 18 seconds ahead of him. So I'm not sure exactly how that works.
Okay.
But he's a significant amount back and not getting closer. So it does look like a front group of 3 for the D's right now with Ed Whedon. I think that's Paul Kelleher and a K Law, who doesn't look to have a team affiliation. So looks like those 3 are moving along with a C with them, kind of popping through Ocean Boulevard. The A's just went through the sprint, and I've got the leaderboard messed up there because of which account I'm using.
Yeah. Yep.
That's Carrie's
I
account.
haven't been able to see the C leaderboard at all. But I do know that Bowser almost certainly got the sprint on that one.
He's very close if he didn't. Yeah.
Ange in the chat said that he got the jersey, so...
Well, that would do it.
Yeah.
No, that is pretty much certain that he got that sprint, and good on him. This is going to be interesting because so where's Bowser for place? He's in about 12th, I think.
Yeah. Maybe further, 2, 4. I would say 16th, 17th.
Yeah, so that I don't know. He's going to give up some points there, but he's going to score some serious points as well.
Also, Gord Brost is now 32 seconds up.
That's insane.
This group is just not working.
No, and
he's only doing 3 watts a kilo.
Yeah.
It's not like he's doing a crazy time trial up front.
No, but I'm not sure this is going to work out for him because it's just him. Yeah, it's going to be if he makes it all the way to the end, he's going to win the sprint to the line, but that's the only thing he's going to win. Or
Yeah.
could be. So yeah, it's an interesting play for sure.
I mean, probably feels nice to to win a race by 30 seconds, but
Yeah, and I mean, I remember getting out front in some of these as well, but yeah, that's.
I mean, I think part of this might be that he is just not he doesn't have great short power.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
So just checking Zwift power, he's 15-second sprint, 6 watts a kilo. His 5-minute is 3.6. So this might just be the best way for him to get a result.
Oh, this absolutely could be optimal for him. It's yeah, I don't want to argue too much on that. Yeah, so Bowser.
It's now 38 seconds. Wow.
Yeah, no, well, they're just.
It'll come back down as they hammer the KOM.
Yeah,
but
they're gonna hammer this. They'll bring him back a little bit, but yeah, that's something.
what's going on in the other?
So
groups?
in the A's, so Bruce is sitting in 11th place. It looks like he's in a group that's kind of 10th to 14th or 15th with Stuart Lynn and Paul Shuckrow of the Rhinos, who I see out front Moreo. So he's he raced with me in the Bees in the Cassowary, not this past ZRL season, but I think the one before that. Very, very strong rider. So he's going to be a solid A right away. Is my prediction there. But it does look like. Yeah,
Caesar halfway up the climb. Philippe looking strong at the head of that group. They've only lost one out the back, and even that only by a few meters, 10 meters or so. We'll see how the second part of this climb shapes up.
Yeah, the gaps tend to they start to get big right here.
Yep.
Hey guys, I'm back and I'm watching Tim.
Oh, we lost Tim.
Philippe going hard. He's kicked hard on the second half of this.
Wow.
7 watts a kilo. And Lisa.
What do you have for the B stream there, Craig?
So at the moment we've got. I'm looking at Eric Sedgwick. I guess I could move around, but things are a little odd on the stream right now. So we.
All good.
We had an
There's
issue.
Eric.
We had an issue.
I've got him. That's weird. Is that the first time? No. First time we've had an issue, right?
I think that's the first time we've ever had anything go wrong.
Wow.
That's weird.
So just in the second half of that, with that about 15-second effort that he put in, he got 17 seconds on the group behind him.
Well, and it looks like he pulled in 15 seconds on more than 15 seconds on Gordon. Too.
20. Yep.
Yeah. 20. Yeah. I mean, he's sat right up. He's resting.
Oh yeah. That was a big effort. The time wasn't crazy, 2:24. They did the first half of it fairly tame.
But
the second half of that was not tame.
No, but I don't see. Yeah, I don't see him. Yeah, Gordon is definitely not in front of him. He definitely beat
He is.
everybody else, unless somebody
Oh,
in
yeah,
a
yeah.
further back group.
Unless Bowser. Yeah.
Unless Bowser goes nuts or somebody else back there. Yeah.
Which is... Might switch over. Yeah, Bowser's just starting to climb with Eric.
Yeah, he and Eric
Yeah.
are together. Just hit the banner. Got this first ramp going.
Wouldn't be surprised if Bowser is able to do under a 224. I think he did in the Omnium the other day, and he's been taking it pretty easy in between these segments.
Yeah, I think Bowser has a 210 in him.
With a couple of bees to chase.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially if he can keep some draft through most of this, especially through this first flat section. So looking at the D's, Ed Whedon is sitting in third and holding. Well, actually, sorry, I can't say holding. His watts are all over the place. He's working it hard. Up to 300, down to 200. He's working hard and doing well. We'll see how this goes and what the time gaps look like when he gets to the top. It does look like if he can stick on, there's a couple B's around him and C's. If he can stick with some of that group, it's going to really help him in the sprint. Does look like Bowser wasn't able to hang on to Eric.
Nope, and he's fading a bit.
Yeah.
What's his heart rate? Like 310, 320?
He's only at 201, 202.
Okay. Yeah, Eric got up out of the saddle a couple of times, put in some mega digs, so I'm not surprised in the least. I don't think I would have been able to hang with Eric on this. So
Let's see let's see what he gets for a time here.
and across the line,
206.
206. That's solid.
So Bowser still could get under a 224.
Easily.
Yep.
He's sprinting to the line hard. And it's going to be a... Oh. It wasn't his PR, and I don't get the the C scoreboard, so...
Oh no. Okay.
Oh, is
So
that
I'm
'cause you got
looking
promoted?
and oh my goodness.
I'm in the B pen, so...
Right, yeah.
So it looks like Sam Atkinson hit a 138 on the Zwift KOM in the Bs.
Whoa.
Oh my
And
god.
Alex
Yeah, I'm seeing
Cooper.
that too.
Alex Cooper looks like so far is second with a 2 flat. The A's are just hitting the KOM now.
Bowser is going full Bowser and has just, I believe, stopped. Maybe just got off the bike because I'm not seeing him in the list anymore.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, he's there. He's there. He just stopped and is sitting at 0 watts for a while.
I hope he's okay.
All right, so it looks like the C's are going to be coming up on the forward sprint in a minute here.
Okay, the A's are going very hard at the climb here. Bruce is climbing at a steady 6.
Oh yeah, just nice and steady.
Yeah, nice steady 6. He's going along. Looks like he's going to get overtaken, but he's going to get overrun by the group here, though. Okay, he's kind of down to 4, and here comes Moreo past him in another herd jersey. Moreo's kind of going between 6 and 7 here. Bruce is only holding between 5.5 and 6.5, so he's starting to lose a little ground. This is an amazing climb. These guys are just absolutely hammering this. Looks like right now Bruce, if he gets a little dig in here, he's going to be able to hang on to this group. He's got Stuart Lynn right in front of him. Bruce is putting a big dig into the line. And wow. So looks like Bruce hit a 150. Moreo was a 149. Yeah, these guys are fast.
So
Wow,
Sean,
that's
you're
impressive.
thinking about riding this tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Like, any plans on riding this? I know how much you love this course.
Okay, here go the C's in the sprint. Wow.
Yeah.
Philippe
Philippe
left
launching.
Philippe left that really late. I definitely start my sprint well before where he did.
Looks like he may have known that he didn't have a 30-second sprint in him.
Yep, that does look like the case. I still think you're better off hitting the line at full speed than sitting in right to the start line. But right now it looks like Philippe is sitting at 5th place. I think that's so that should be for the B's or for the C's because they should be the only group through.
And Gord is still 35 seconds up the road, so he's going to take this one.
I can't see them pulling that in. I mean,
No.
Yeah, I've. Wow, so that's Sam Atkinson of the Bees that just went flying by there. Just went flying back by Philippe. He could catch Gordon.
Just hold 6 until the line.
Well, he's sitting at 5.5, so. So right now it looks like Ed Whedon is heading downhill. Getting closer. He's sitting in 3rd. Yeah, he's kind of riding by himself here as tends to happen towards the end of these.
It looks like Atkinson's got almost a minute gap in the B's.
Yes. Well, so I mean that he
Over
put,
a minute now. Yeah.
He put 30 seconds into the group just on the climb, so
Wow.
that'll happen. Okay, I don't know what Gordon's on about, but some comment about herd on a Tron. But Philippe's sitting in this group of front group of C's minus Gordon.
And based on who's there, I would guess he's up there for the sprint, depending on how he times it. This is a tough one to time. I definitely
you come
went
in
early.
at high speed, so
Yeah.
so Eric Sedgwick is on the sprint right now. He's hitting it hard. He's got a little bit of draft, and he's got his draft truck, so he's kind of optimum position. He's making a move, passing the guy he was drafting now. Good sprint. Very good sprint. So he got a 23:17. That's solid.
Yeah, P1 at the moment. That's a great sprint.
Yeah, I'm showing 2, but
I've got 1 on my screen.
okay, good. Oh, yeah, I've got 1 on another screen, so I'm not sure why I'm showing 2. I think I know. So I think that is the top sprint of the race so far. So Ed Whedon is going through. He's holding a steady 300 as he goes through the sprint. Just falling off a little bit. Hold her through. And what do we got for Ed?
All right, they're finishing up here, so Philippe just launched his sprint, coming through the pack. No power up, but looks like he will catch and pass the rest of the group. So looking good for second place. Alan finished in third.
That is, very solid from those two. Great sprints.
He timed it well.
Yeah.
Came through with the draft.
Yep. No, that was very well done, and it was time to go. Time to go. Well done. So Ed Whedon, kind of going up that first hill into the S's. He's still sitting in third. I think he's got a pretty big gap in front and behind him for the D's. The A's, Bruce Bortoff is just about to hit the sprint.
Yeah, the fun part is Bowsering hard again in that group.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
Let's see how and Bowser's hitting it.
Yep.
He's gonna do his best.
He's definitely going to have the best C.
He's got a pretty good chance for it. I think he outdid himself and ended up without draft there for a little bit. But very solid. Very
still
solid.
Still a 24 second. So
24:19 though. So he beat Philippe by 0.4, I think. So that might be the top.
Waving goodbye to the A's and rolling into the finish. It's a hell of a way to race this.
It's a fun way to race this, I gotta say.
Oh.
Looks like he's in 22nd on the road, but he's going to probably win on the points part of it. So
he's gonna come close. He's gonna come real close. 22nd is a lot of points to give up, though.
17th on Zwift Power. At least on the live.
17th sitting on Zwift Power. Okay, yeah. So, still a lot of points.
It is.
But
should be good for maybe top 5.
Actually, Gord Brost taking first helps him there, because I think he it's going to be interesting. I do notice bit of a shout to Lisa did very well, sitting in 8th and finished 8th in the C's, just a few seconds off from that front group. And it looks like we got for her Tim Maroon looks like he was the top B finisher. And Mark Perks finished with that group of B's. Dean Peddle was in there as well. And Max Szymanski a little behind that.
It looks like Eric just rolled across in a very respectable 15th place on the road.
Excellent.
But again, winning that sprint, at least as far as we know, so he's gonna get bumped up on the finishing points.
Yeah, even if he doesn't win that, he's going to be close. Looks like Bruce Bortoff has just gotten shaken off the front group here. I don't think... that's 5 seconds. He's not going to be able to get that back. Let's see if we can jump on to Moreu and watch this sprint. Moreu's not really a sprinter, but for a really light guy, he's got some burst on him. I see Eric Barnhorst there as well. Does a lot of these races. And looks like Moreo comes across in 9th, I think. Great race. So looking at Ed Whedon, I think, is the. I think the last one we've got. Oh, I guess Bowser hasn't finished either.
He's rolling in at 1 watt per kilo. Nice finish sprint.
Okay, looks like Ed just rolled across. I'm gonna jump to Bowser. We'll watch Bowser roll through. I don't think he's got anybody anywhere near him before or after. No, he can safely just roll, and yeah, I think that'll be that. I think will be the end. There are still a couple riders out on course, but we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping in and getting dropped by the bees tomorrow.
You're in the bees.
I got cat enforcement upgraded from the Omnium.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. I'm racing. I'll race tomorrow as well. I don't know which time zone yet, so
Yeah.
we'll have to coordinate here.
All right.
When are you racing?
I think the noon Pacific.
Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm doing the. I guess that's the 4 a.m. for you, the 7 a.m. Eastern that I usually do. But that was off the table tomorrow anyway. So we'll see which one.
Always
I get
off the table for me.
Well, it's 4 a.m. That's across my line. I'll do 5. I won't do 4. Okay.
I mean, I'm more likely to race 4 a.m. than 5 a.m. because I might still be awake.
Fair enough. Okay, well, thanks everybody for listening watching when we had coverage, and sticking with us through our technical difficulties. And we'll good luck in your own races, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
And we're off.